is what show that song is from. And if you know it and you call in and you have the right answer, you will win nothing but a thank you for your time for calling us here at Sirius XM 110 Dr. Radio. Thank you and welcome back to the Samantha Heller Health and Nutrition Show. Right now, I know it's a long weekend. You're out, you're having fun, you're taking care of yourself. I know you're drinking plenty of water. I was going to say fluids, but beer and wine do not count as fluids. Moving your fanny, getting some exercise, wearing your sunscreen. But right now, we're going to be talking about how to make food taste fabulous and be safe at the same time. Chef Gerard Viverito is joining me by phone. He is a culinary instructor at the Director of Culinary Education for Passion Fish, an NGO nonprofit organization, and he is also the operator of Saveur Fine Catering. Welcome to the show, Chef G.
Thank you. How are you today?
I'm well. How are you doing?
Enjoying the beautiful weather and
where are you
for a nice weekend? Up in the Hudson Valley of New York.
Oh, so you're not far. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day.
Oh, beautiful. A little humid, but you know.
Yeah, I'm having a good hair day though. My hair likes the humid weather.
No, give us New Yorkers, a few hours, and we'll complain about the weather again. It'll be too cold later. So
yeah,
I'll take it while I can get it.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, Jessica, my producer, and I are having big hair days, and we like our big hair days. There's nothing wrong with that. But speaking of big hair, it has nothing to do with hair. Keep it away from the grill. Yes. Whenever I cook, I always have my hair pulled back because if there's anything that grosses me out, it's hair and food, even if it's my own. And you don't want it to catch on fire.
Not a good aroma.
Do you love to grill? Is this one of your things that you love?
I really do because of the healthful aspects of it. And, it's so aromatic. And as I try to teach people, it's, first off, you can choose between charcoal or propane, and a lot of people like the ease and simplicity of just firing up a propane grill. But there's something that brings me back to my hot childhood of charcoal, and even more so, when I used to be in restaurants, I always would run wood-fired grills. And, there you can really start playing around with flavors and adding different dimensions to your food. So I think it's so multidimensional, but I don't know, people still have a real challenge with it. I guess it's just so hot and people can't control it as much, especially with flare-ups. So, I always tell people I've come up with a 4-step process, the before you grill, the cooking time, the serving, and what you do with your leftovers. And if you once it's done, marinate it properly. Here's another thing that people don't do. They tend to mix everything together and they use oils. Being an Italian and living in Italy for a while and all over Europe, I love olive oil just as much as anyone, if not more. But it has its potentials and its places. Don't put it on a marinade on the grill because grills are hot. People don't realize it. With an infrared thermometer, you're looking at 600 to 700 degrees. Oh. That is really hot. And you put olive oil on there, and it becomes acrid and bitter and carcinogenic, and that's not healthy for us. No. We really don't want too many carcinogens in our body. And I spent quite a time in Asia. One of the oils I tell people to look for if they can find it is ties right into my sustainable fish NGO, is a sustainable Malaysian palm oil. It's this beautiful orange oil. It tastes like butter, filled with really healthy nutrients. It's good for the planet. I spent some time out there, and it was amazing. I got to walk through these plantations in the rainforest, and I was asking my host, I said, it's so lush and green here, and they were saying that country dedicates 50% of the country to conservation.
Oh, good.
And I said, that seems like a lot. So I came back to America, and I'm looking up our statistics. America the Beautiful, which I love, don't get me wrong, we only dedicate 4% of our country to conservation. Yeah. So we all beat this drum, but we don't walk the walk, or walk the talk, I should say. So now you got your marinade done. Keep your produce and your meats or your fish separate.
We're talking about grilling tips, how to make it healthy. We're going to talk about how to make it delicious as well. And we are taking your calls, 1-877-NYU-DOCS. That's 1-877-698-3627. We have Suzanne from New York on the line who has a question for Chef G. What can we do for you, Suzanne?
Okay, I'm Italian.
Okay.
Always use olive oil to marinate for. I'm married 40 years. Now, I'm trying to get myself healthy, and I understand what you're saying. The red palm oil, I had a problem with coconut oil. I broke out in hives.
Oh, dear.
the red palm oil might be related to that. Can I use
No, that's a great question. It's not related to it. Most people think it comes from like a coconut tree, but it's actually called an oil palm. And what's amazing about it is it's a fruit that looks like if you've ever split open a pomegranate and you have the seeds with all the fruit around it, that's what this plant looks like. And what's so cool is they harvest it every 3 months, and it's super sustainable. But more than that, it's been found to aid in heart health. It's cholesterol neutral. It aids in stroke prevention. Your skin and your hair will thank you for it because it's so high in vitamin A and vitamin E and tocotrienols. But I have used this for a long time, and it's honestly the most heavily used oil in the world that very few people know about. So it doesn't really provide any health things. And I'm with you. I mean, growing up in an Italian family, I mean, I watched my grandmother. She would fry food in olive oil.
Yeah.
Fry it, saute it, marinate it.
Every day my dad drinks a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. Every day.
Yeah, and he's going to live till he's 2,000. Yeah.
The health benefits of olive oil are incredible. It's just, it has its places, and it saddened me. I used to tell people when I was younger, I said, you could cut my wrist and olive oil would drip right out of it because that's how much I use. But
are you suggesting that you don't use it on the grill because it's got such a low smoke point, and that the more saturated fats like palm oil has a higher, like you can cook more with it before
higher smoke? Yeah, definitely higher smoke point. But if you really need to use olive oil for whatever reason, I would say stay away from the extra virgin on a grill, especially. That's the lowest of all smoke points. But try to look for oils in general that are not refined. The more refined a product is when it goes into your body, the less natural it is. So our bodies are going to have a harder time processing it. We're going to lead to inflammation. Inflammation is going to lead to disease and just overall not wellness.
Yeah,
so I'm just trying to teach people.
Yeah, and the extra virgin olive oil, of course, is great when you get the good stuff and the real stuff. But again, I think as Chef G is suggesting, you don't want to cook it at high temperatures. Things like palm oil and coconut oil as well are both saturated fats, so you want to use them sparingly. But certainly, if you're grilling, that as he's suggesting, it might be a better choice. So is that helpful for you, Suzanne?
Yeah, that's helpful. Won't you tell me it's not related to
coconut? Yeah, it sounds like
not related to coconut.
Yeah, no, you had quite a reaction. You're smart to stay away from that then.
Yeah, I'm going to go buy it right now. I'm parking by my vegetable store.
All right, Suzanne. Right. Thanks for calling and listening to us here at Dr. Radio. We do appreciate you taking your time to give us a call. So, Chef